I'm Adam Walden, and the class I've been working in is an AVID class at East High School. The class involves preparing students from low-income families for college, and so lessons revolve around improvement in other classes or opportunities for scholarship and community awareness. Students in my class come from a variety of different backgrounds, and most of them are in fact ELLs. However, as this is a high school setting and none of the students are very new to the United States, most of them have been here for either all their lives or for a long time. Most of them have grown rather accustomed to speaking in English. That said, their writing often comes across as slightly cluttered, and sometimes the writing can be difficult to understand. But overall, their communication skills are relatively good. I do have a few examples of some interesting linguistic situations that arose from these students. One such example is, there was a Latin American student, or a student of Latin American background, and she asked me to check an essay she had wrote for a scholarship. And one sentence in this essay reads, "Actions I can take to promote social justice is to take an action in my community by volunteering for various kinds of organizations." Now, clearly there are a couple of issues regarding the number of subject, the lack of the word to accompanying the word is, which would complete the be to infinitive, and the redundancy of claiming she would take an action and then beginning the sentence by implying she would define an action in her sentence. But I appreciate her successful attempt to use the preposition by correctly. I still had a sense, I could understand what she was trying to say. This essay was for a scholarship, so I, along with the teacher, gave advice to the student regarding some of the grammar, as well to be more specific about what kind of volunteering she would like to do. Another example is this isn't a mistake like a few mistakes like the other example. Instead, this is just something I thought was linguistically interesting. There's a Latin American student who, during a conversation, pronounces the word notice in an interesting way. The student says something to the effect of, "I didn't even notice that," except he pronounces notice as something like notice. I'm not able to replicate it the way he did. I don't think that this requires any intervention, and I even think that slight phonetic differences like this should be celebrated rather than discouraged. But here is where I think what might be the IPA spellings for the notice and the way he pronounced it. Notice is here and notice here. The L, I'm not even sure if he sounded that out completely. It sounded like it was almost there, so I thought that was interesting. Finally, the last example I have comes from a student of Arabic background. The students were writing about how they best learned their learning methods. And she writes, I quote, "Looking through and examining will make something visual than just looking for the answers." End quote. Given my previous experience interacting with this girl, I was surprised somewhat by her strong grasp of vocabulary. She's very quiet in class, and sometimes it's difficult to get a grasp of her English skills. So while her understanding of individual words was quite good, we worked with her to improve her grammar writing a little bit. Here she understands that you could add ing to verbs to make them into nouns in certain situations. She misses that than requires a comparative. In this case, more being necessary. Still, I think that more important than like pointing out specific little fixes is just important for students to continue to read, write, and speak in their target language. And I'm confident that as students do so, that they will improve with time. So yeah, thanks for watching.